Let me tell you something that most people won't admit, but it's about time someone said it out loud. You're financially struggling, not because the odds are stacked against you, not because you don't earn enough, and not because luck hasn't been on your side. You're struggling because you keep making bad financial decisions that are keeping you stuck in the same cycle. Now, I know it might sting, but hear me out. I built my wealth not by getting lucky or being born into a privileged position, but by understanding one very crucial principle that the wealthy have mastered. The wealthy invest in assets. The average person? They spend their money on liabilities, but they call them assets. It's simple, but the difference is profound. Before you dismiss me, I'm not here to tell you to stop enjoying life. This isn't about denying yourself that cup of coffee or a simple pleasure. This is about how your habits in 5 specific areas are sabotaging your financial future. I'm going to walk you through them, but first, I need you to commit to something. If you're serious about improving your financial situation, if you're ready to get off the hamster wheel of living paycheck to paycheck, then subscribe now. Become part of a community of people who understand that money is a tool, not a toy. Let's dive in. First up, stop buying new cars. I know you've heard it before, and I know this is a tough one to swallow. But here's the hard truth. Buying a new car is one of the worst financial decisions you can make. Let me break it down for you with cold, hard facts. The moment you drive that brand new car off the lot, it loses anywhere between 20% to 30% of its value. That's right, poof, gone. And you haven't even made your first payment yet. By the 3rd year, that car has lost half its value. You didn't just buy a vehicle. You bought a depreciating asset wrapped in shiny sheet metal. And here's the kicker. People finance these cars at interest rates, adding insult to injury. You're taking out a loan at 5 to 7% interest on something that's losing value faster than a melting ice cube. You're paying for depreciation. That's financial suicide. Don't even get me started on leasing, because when you lease, you're essentially renting that depreciating asset. In the end, you have nothing. It's a cycle that keeps you poor. The smartest move? Skip the brand new car and opt for a certified pre-owned vehicle around 2 to 3 years old. Let someone else take the depreciation hit while you enjoy a car that's still under warranty for half the price. Trust me, that's what wealthy people do. I'm not here to make you feel bad, but when I was building my first business, I drove a barely functioning old car. Did it hurt my ego? Maybe a bit. Did it hurt my bank account? Absolutely not. And that's what separates those who make it from those who don't. It's not about looking rich. It's about getting richer. Next on the chopping block, your house. Now, I know this one's going to hit home for a lot of you. We've all been told for years that buying a house is the path to financial success. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a lie. Your home is not an asset. It's a liability. You think your house appreciates in value? Sometimes, yes. But most of the time, it doesn't. And even if it does, you can't access that equity unless you sell or take out a loan, which is just more debt. Your house is a money pit. Mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, maintenance. The list goes on. And the bigger your house, the deeper the pit. People get approved for a $500,000 mortgage and think they have to spend the full amount. That's insane. The bank isn't your friend. They're your creditor, and they want you in as much debt as possible so they can keep making money off of you. Do yourself a favor. Buy half the house the bank says you can afford. If they approve you for $500,000, buy a $250,000 home. It might be smaller, but it will be affordable. And with the money you save on your mortgage, taxes, and utilities, you can invest that money and watch it grow. That's how the wealthy think. They don't overspend on things they don't need. They keep their money working for them, not for the bank. Now, let's talk about another sneaky way people waste money. eating out. I'm talking about your daily coffee runs, grabbing lunch at work, or ordering delivery for dinner. You think it's just a couple of dollars here and there, but add it all up and you're looking at thousands of dollars being flushed down the drain every year. On average, people spend $3,000 annually eating out. That could turn into over $500,000 if you invested it over 30 years at a 10% return. You have the money, but you're wasting it on things that disappear in minutes. The key to wealth? Be smart with your money. Cook at home. Meal prep on Sundays. Brew your coffee. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about being strategic with your money so it can grow instead of disappearing on temporary pleasures. The next thing keeping you poor is the endless cycle of buying clothes and accessories you don't need. Fashion trends come and go, and you're chasing after them like a hamster on a wheel. But nobody cares about your new shoes or your latest designer bag. The people who are judging you based on your wardrobe, they're not the ones you should be worrying about. Wealthy people don't buy clothes every season. They buy quality items that last. They don't get caught up in the new and now because they understand that their money is better spent elsewhere. A good suit, a solid pair of shoes, and a reliable watch, those are investments. The constant consumerism of buying unnecessary clothes? That's a trap that keeps you broke. And lastly, subscriptions. These are the silent killers. Gym memberships you don't use, streaming services you forget about, and apps with monthly fees that you barely open. You think it's just a few bucks here and there, but when you add it all up, it's a significant drain on your finances. And what's worse, these subscriptions represent a mindset, a need for constant entertainment, stimulation, and access. You don't need that. You need to invest in your future. Pull up your bank statement right now and look at your recurring charges. How many of them are truly adding value to your life? Cancel the ones you don't need and watch how quickly you start saving money. Every dollar spent on subscriptions is a dollar that isn't working for you. So, here's the bottom line. Stop buying new cars. Stop buying too much house. Stop eating out all the time. Stop buying clothes you don't need. Stop paying for subscriptions you don't use. These are the habits that separate the wealthy from the broke. It's not about how much you make. It's about how you spend. Make the hard decisions. Cut out the waste. Start building wealth. You can't be comfortable and rich at the same time. And if you're serious about making a change, hit that subscribe button. Join the community of people who are making smarter financial decisions every day. The choice is yours. Do what's comfortable and stay broke, or make the hard choices now and build real wealth. The decision is in your hands. So, get started.